The overflowing of the river sounding off as a gentle emotion, waving the devotion of the bigger ocean to an on forward march motion. Now I am focused, ready for a new start. No longer will I be a robot, were the words of Tripoli. No longer will I be brainwashed, a zombie lurking around trying to find this person they call me. Interacting with jealousy and envy and not happy with being free. Time to make the acts of she the past of me. Well, who was she? Oh, you remember her. She is the one they called Pookie and said, "You're pretty," but still she felt inadequately disabled, 'cause God didn't show her the favor in the architecture of her figure. So she rebelled and forged a signature on some literature, which were life-changing documents that compelled her silhouette to bondage, giving herself to those who wanted just a hot commodity and only saw that one thing, and guiding her to that unsuccessful road of insecurity. What a relief. She was not me. Now I can move on to bigger and better things. Well, who was she? Oh, you remember her. She was the one they called T. She listened to that muscular tone that sprouted from the Adam's apple when it said, "I'm going to take you to the chapel." She even allowed the femininity of a new chapter bring rapture to her stature, which carried her character down the hill as she passed by Jack and went to Jill. "Girl, you going to hell, but I love them," she said. "But I lust them," is what she meant. "And you are defiling your bed. Don't you remember what the word said? This in its creation is an abomination." Oh, but did I forget to mention that she also craves attention? But this will be the one that teaches her the lesson that she will never find love in a sex session. And you won't get your blessings until out comes the confessions and you are through with depression and those lonely nights you become content with. Now send that via text message, since that's the only way you communicate with it. Whew. Thank God she was not me. Now I can move on to bigger and better things. Well, who was she? You still have to ask me? She was Pookie. She was T. They thought she was me, but she was full of broken pieces, so she couldn't have been me. She was lost. She was hurt. She couldn't have been me. She was bitter and confused. Nope. She couldn't have been me. She was abused and emotionally used. She took every blow, every no, every time self-esteem made her feel low, every heartbreak that caused an heartache, creating an earthquake in her heart and her mind. Now they lie desolate on the side and her soul cries. My, I'm so glad she was not me. Now I can move on to bigger and better things. I can finally look beyond this flesh and see what the spirit brings. A new beginning, my true identity. Finally, I have broken the chains of she, and she has become the testimony. So now I'll introduce you to me. The start of a new day and a new directional way. I am capital TAMYRA.